Good morning.
Morning.
We are here at Baltimore Coffee. Cheers.
Cheers. How are you?
Good,
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
We haven't shot a video in a while, so we apologize. It's been busy. Life's happened. There's a lot going on. But we're going to talk about something that's been a topic of conversation, probably amongst your household and you and your agent or you and your lender. And that is, what do we do in this market where the rates are high? And how do we continue to win deals and kind of work through this time? I'm sure you've done a lot.
Oh, yeah. And I know a lot of clients that I've sent to you, you've worked through tons of options for them.
Yeah.
Like, it's more than just a conventional straight loan these days. There's
Right.
things you can do to kind of counteract that higher rate right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are seeing, and thanks to the media, that's talking about rates are climbing, recession, all this other stuff. We've heard this for the last year and a half. You shouldn't be surprised. They're just kind of puffing up this news. It is what it is. The rates are higher, but you can still, think positively when you go out to purchase.
And I think another thing to keep in mind is historically, the rates right now are pretty average. Like that rate we were around, that was around 2-3%. That was never seen before that rate came out. And now it does seem significantly higher compared to that, but historically, this is pretty average.
All right, for a lot of people, the challenge is still trying to offset the spike in the rate with coming up with more money for the down payment, which is still a challenge. And a lot of people that I've talked to, one of the key ways that we've gone about doing this is borrowing against your 401k, which is something that not a lot of people consider because they don't think about it. I don't want to touch my retirement. I don't want to do all this. However, there's a couple things to think about. Number one, especially if you're young, you're probably not going to retire tomorrow. If you're 25, even say 30, and you've got a little bit of money in your 401k, it's going to sit there. You're not going to be able to utilize it for retirement until way later in the game. So why not put that money to work for you? Borrow against the 401k, which can help bring more cash to the table. There's no tax penalties for that. And oftentimes, your 401k value is not going to be devalued. You're still going to show, whatever you had in there. But if you were to go pull it out, you would owe something to yourself. So at 25, 30, you've got plenty of time to pay yourself back. Don't withdraw it. Don't empty it. That's not the way to go. You want to borrow against it. Definitely talk to a financial planner. Talk to your retirement specialist at work. See what options are available to you, because if you have that, you might as well use it.
And that's something that if they have the funds, you can walk them through step by step while we're under contract to make sure that you get those funds in time for settlement day.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest thing contract-wise is just moving fast. Like as soon as that house goes on the market, we have to kind of move fast to go see it and put something together. So having your financing together and what options that you have is key.
Right. And getting pre-approved.
Yes.
There's a lot of people that want to shop. They want to go
Yes.
see houses. We've talked about it before. You're going to get emotionally tied to a house before you know if you can afford it.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely meet with the lender, talk with Annie. She'll get you hooked up with me. Or talk with me directly. You guys know how to get a hold of me. But there are still ways to win in this market. It's still better to buy than it is to rent. I know we beat that over the head sometimes. Doesn't mean that there aren't times where you do need to rent. There are situations where I will counsel somebody to say, this is probably a better time to rent. But that's a case-by-case basis depending on their needs and where they're at with their budget. But for the most part, unless you want to throw $2,700 down the drain and you've got the funds to possibly go purchase, I would explore purchasing. It's going to grow your money way faster than you think. You're going to get a higher return. And for those of you that are concerned about rates climbing, sixes into sevens, whatever the case is, depending on when you're watching this, paying rent, that's 100% interest rate because you're not going to make anything off of it. So, something to think about. There's a lot of things to potentially be nervous about, but talk with your lender, talk with your real estate agent, We work in these things every day. Trust us, trust the process, and we will get you there as smoothly as we can. Anything else?
Absolutely. I think that's it.
All right.
Awesome.
See you guys later.
See ya.